Okay, this is Night Shift for viola. I'm going to go over a couple parts for you and then play through the whole song. So right at the beginning, remember we start piano. And then when we get to that high 3, you want to make sure you're getting that 3rd finger. Not just right above the tape, but closer. Push it more towards the 4th finger tape so it's high enough. Then in measure 3, when you have to cross over and play the 3rd finger on the D string, make sure it's all the way back on the tape. In measure 6, you are playing the melody with the cellos. Just make sure they're playing higher, they're shifting. You guys are kind of grounding them and playing the lower notes. So make sure you're reaching that high 3, close enough to that 4th finger tape. And you have to watch that bowing. You have a slur on a down bow, then 2 separate bows. Slur on an up bow, then 2 separate bows. Slur, separate. Slur, separate. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And that same pattern repeats throughout the melody. So at measure 8, at measure 10, and then this pattern with the bowing repeats when you play the melody again at measure 50. Now we're going to jump to 30. At 30, you have 16th notes. So you're going to put 4 notes into one beat. So the way we count 16th notes is 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. So you really got to focus on that big beat and make sure you're dividing into 4. 1, 2, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So here at 30, we have 1 E and a, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a, 2 and 3 and 4 and. As long as you keep subdividing and especially counting those 8th notes throughout the rest, that'll help you keep on track, because while you guys rest, some of the other instruments are playing 8th note patterns. At the end of 36, you play those Ds, and then you can see I have a note to set at the balance point. I think I would actually prefer you set your bow closer to the middle for 37. These quarter notes that are marked with 2 slashes is just another way to write 16th notes. So you're playing 16th notes again at 37. You'll be coming in with the first violins. So it's really important that we have our bow closer to the middle, closer to the fingerboard, and we're thinking 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Then we crescendo. As long as you keep focusing on that big beat and you can think your subdivisions, that'll help you stay on track. You don't want to feel like you're panicking and playing your bow as fast as you can, because then you're going to lose track of the beat. Now let's look ahead to 50. 50, you have the melody again, but this time you have it in position. So you're going to be shifting up to 3rd position. You will be playing this with the first violins. So now I'm at measure 51. I'm going to slide my hand up into 3rd position. First finger on the tape. 2nd finger is a whole step away. So on the tape, the 4th finger tape. Then my 3rd finger is another whole step away. Now through this section, you want to make sure you're keeping these whole steps when you have to play this. So you have your D to E to F sharp. The next note is a G. From F sharp to G is just a half step. So when we place our 4th finger, it's going to just be touching, little half steps, so they should be very close. So D, E, F sharp, G. And as we're playing up in position, you're going to want to move your bow a little bit closer to your bridge. As we play up higher, we're pretty much shortening our string. So if you play too close to the fingerboard, your bow might bounce, or it's going to sound really scratchy and unclear. Last thing is in measure 56, you have 1 beat of rest to very quickly shift back to 1st position. Leave your bow where it is, but just make sure you're set for piano. So in measure 55, you're playing still in 3rd position. Forte. 1 beat rest. So you have to very quickly be able to shift back, make sure you're in tune, and that your bow is ready to play piano. So I'm going to play through the whole piece for you. I am going to play a little bit slower so it's easy for you to follow along and play along with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4, and 3 and 4, and set in the middle, and 1 E and a 2. Very small bows. Crescendo. Rest. 2, 4, and. Ooh, so sorry. 42. It's pizzicato. I'm going to start 42. Ready? And 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 3, 4. Rest. 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 3, 4. Shift. Full steps. Lift. Half step. Shift back. Shift up. Full step. Half step. Back. Rest. Rest.